Now, what if I were to tell you that the United States is not going to go into a recession this year? Okay, why would I say that? Because of the unemployment rate. The unemployment rate is 3.4%. 3.4%. That is very, very low. My argument behind that is that we cannot go into a recession if nobody loses their job. The unemployment rate is lower than where we were before the pandemic. It's lower than pre-pandemic levels. So how are we going to go into a recession if nobody loses their job? Now, I will provide a little bit of context behind the unemployment rate. Let me tell you about how it's calculated. The unemployment rate is calculated based on the labor force participation rate. What that means is that you are not included in this unemployment rate calculation unless you are actually actively seeking work. And the number of people actually actively seeking work has gone down, and it is lower than where it was pre-pandemic. But nonetheless, what does a 3.4% unemployment rate tell you? It tells you that the demand for workers is extremely, extremely high, and employers are still trying to find workers. Look at what we had in January 2023. Total non-farm payroll employment rose by 517,000 in the month of January, and the unemployment rate changed little at 3.4%. Job growth was widespread, led by gains in leisure and hospitality, professional and business services, and healthcare. Employment also increased in government, partially reflecting the return of workers from a strike. Take this into consideration now. It's not just one industry. It's a multitude of industries that need workers, okay? My argument is that we are not going to go into a recession in 2023 if people do not really start losing their jobs. People are still making money. Average hourly earnings are continuing to increase. So I'm telling you, I don't believe we're going to go into a recession. And a recession was what? Another major risk for the reason why the market could go lower. If we don't go into a recession, what is going to take us back down to those lows that we had in October? What's going to take us to 3,200 or the pre-COVID high or whatever? What's going to take us to that? Nothing is going to take us to that if people do not lose their jobs.